Okay, let's talk about Fuji. Fuji. Phuji, right? Yeah, I know, I said that before, right? Let's get the 18 to 135 out of the way. Everybody keeps asking me about the 14mm. I used and tested the 14mm. Here is the 14mm Fuji. Very expensive lens, but so is the 16. I said I've used and tested every Fuji lens. And I am a really good tell on what the hell an awesome lens is versus a great lens versus a good lens versus a so-so lens. And if you think that's egotistical, I don't give a damn. It's just the fact, okay? I may not have hair and I may not have looks, but I damn well know lenses. And I'm not selling anything to you, so, whatever you buy, it's no penny in my pocket. Here's the case. 14mm f2.8. Much big. Well, I don't know how much bigger. It's about 20% bigger. The 16mm f1.4 Fuji. This is Fuji's best lens. Everybody says, well, what about the 14? It's a little bit wider. You're right. It's also an f2.8. Both of these lenses are incredibly close in price. 16mm is one heavy beast, too. Let me put it to you simply. The speed on the 16mm and what I call a pseudo macro, which means you can get right the hell in there. And the exquisiteness of the, I will tell you flat out, look in my damn eye right now, that not owning the 16mm Fuji is just a stinking sin. This lens is just off the scale, the tits. This lens will just, you know how many thousands of lenses I've used and tested, and, God, I've got a lot of lenses. This lens just about made me cry. This lens is just incredible. It's unbelievable. For 16mm, I know it's a DX crop sensor lens. Obviously, the front element is not made to cover a full-frame sensor. That's not the point. The point is that the focal, the speed on this, the rendition, the color saturation, this lens, you check out the Flickr page if you don't believe me for the 16mm Fuji. And I said, both of these are the same price. Now, this is a statement about the 16mm, but it's also a statement about, well, which the hell am I going to get? The 14... the only reason I bought this 14mm is because I found someone selling it for a price. I was thinking, damn, did you steal it or something? No, it's not stolen, but I got it really, really cheap. But it's a 2.8 lens. And the cost of this lens new, I didn't buy it new, I bought it used. The cost of this lens new is really... Between these two, there ain't no contest, baby. What you should get is the 16. I don't care that it's a 14mm. It's also a 2.8. This is a 1.4 lens. This is a heavy little sucker, too. The 16mm is exquisite perfection that Fuji deserves an award. It deserves... I don't know what they deserve. They just, get on your knees and kiss Fuji's ass. This lens is that damn good. I'll just tell you flat out. A bunch of people have taken my recommendation on buying the 16 and they're like, holy crap, you are not blowing smoke up my ass. This lens is incredible. And I'm not talking about people that don't know anything about lenses. I'm talking about people that actually, not all of them. I'm talking about people that actually do know lenses. And the engineers that designed the 16mm, they deserve an award. This is an Academy Award winner and then some. So if you are looking for your next Fuji lens, look no further than this. And one really important attribute outside of this lens being absolutely stellar, which it is the fact that it has one of the attributes of my favorite lenses, which are multi-purpose. They're like Swiss Army knives. You can use this as a perfect 16mm, but as a pseudo macro, at least that's what I call it, where you can get really, 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 really damn close. And with that shallow depth of field, when you can get in like this at f1.4, and the only thing that is in focus is between here and here, beautiful, exquisite, dreamy. Like if you want to take a picture of someone's eye, get right up. This part will be in focus, this part will be out of focus. Out of focus, out of focus, in focus, just like right here. Incredible. That sort of lens characteristic is something that is rare among lenses. You can get some fast, f1.4, f1.8 lenses, but that have the characteristics of this, no. There are a few. They're really, really expensive. This lens is not that cheap at current price on it, what, $900? Since the sale is off on Fuji, I think that is the current price is $900. But this lens is worth twice that price, and I really, really mean that. Serious as a heart attack. If you're looking for your next Fuji lens, this is it, flat out, bar none. You will just squeal like a schoolgirl over the 16mm Fuji. And so that's a comparison between the 14 and the 16. And I said I've got both. I tested both, and the only reason I bought this is because I found it really, really cheap, and I couldn't pass it up. I'm a lens slut. The 14 is really good, but if you're going to compare it to the 16, I mean, it's like comparing a push cart to a Lamborghini if you want to compare the two. The 14mm is an exquisite lens, but it doesn't even step, within 1,000 miles of the 16. Period. It's the tits. It's the cat's ass and then some. So, another video from me, the fat, bald, tattooed, angry photographer and lens guru. If you like this video and drop me a buck or two, go tell me to jump off a cliff, whatever makes you super happy. But I am here to make you happy so you don't piss your time and money away buying crap. Or buying something that you thought you were buying but not getting. That's my purpose, okay? Thanks. Bye. Hasta la vista.